This is for anyone who has ever felt that they aren't good enough just because they can't see the world like others. This is for everyone who has been told you can't do that because you are blind. The interesting thing is that these opinions did not change the world, but the people who heard this did. There was a child who lost both his eyes in an accident. What he wanted so badly was to read, and now the whole world of blinds reads because of him. Yes, it is Louis Braille, the father of Braille.
There was once a woman who overcame many obstacles in her life and surpassed everyone's expectations. She lacked 3 of her senses: hearing, speech, and sight. But she conquered the world with compassion, faith, love, and courage. She was an American inspiration known as Helen Adams Keller. She is my favorite example of someone who gives hope and shows perseverance. She was not only a great teacher, but also a crusader for the disabled people. She did not let her disability keep her from accomplishing the things she dreamt of.
A total of 5 gold medals in the Paralympics, a gold medal in 1500-meter race at Pan American Games, a world-class athlete who finished as a top American with the 2nd fastest debut time by a woman in the New York City, 7th place in Chicago, 1st place in Twin Cities. I'm talking about a blind woman, an award-winning athlete and a marathon runner, Marla Lee Ranian. She became the first legally blind person to compete in the Olympic Games.
She was made to sit at the back of her class and was not allowed to answer the questions. Her Braille notes either arrived late or did not arrive at all. She experienced segregation and isolation and was excluded from events. But this wasn't enough to stop her. This wasn't enough to stop Tiffany Brown from being the topper at her school in the 12th grade to becoming the founder of the prestigious Jyotirgamaya Foundation, which supports the education of blind and partially sighted students in Kerala. Tiffany Brown is continuing her success journey, changing people's life in her own magical ways.
Just imagine if Pranjal Patil had given up the first time when she was refused a job in the Indian Railway Account Service just because she was visually impaired. Our country would have lost such a brilliant civil service officer. We now proudly address her as a sub-collector of Trivandrum. You may not recognize some of these names. They would not be there in history books, but they have made a great impact. They have made a difference here. Even though they cannot see, they changed the way people looked at the world, the way people saw the world.
I have often heard people say, "Thank God that's not me, that's not my child," when they see a blind person. Even though it's unintentional, they are sending a message that disability is something that is broken or incomplete. But that's not the reality. That's never the reality. No matter who you are or where you are from, you can find the influence of disabled people all over the world. And on this World Braille Day, what we are trying to convey is to respect the blind people, to accept them for who they are. In reality, they are the only people who can truly see. They know firsthand what true love is, without the use of eyes, but with the use of heart. And that is the truest form of love, and they harness it. As Helen Keller once said, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Thank you so much.